Hey guys, it's me, your girl Antoinette, that bitch, and my couch. I'm here with Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
And it's Brandon time.
Brandon time, guys.
We're back giving you guys an update on the Botham Shem Jean case.
Quick little update on all the happenings.
But if you don't know, Botham Shem Jean was shot and killed in his home on September 6th by the Dallas police officer Amber Geiger.
Former.
Oh shit.
Former.
That's fucking groundbreaking right there. Amber Geiger was recently fired from the Dallas Police Department for shooting and killing Botham Shem Jean. What's the latest on this?
Well, she's been kicked out of her apartment.
Yep.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. She's moved out of her apartment. We're not quite confident if she was asked to leave or if she left of her own free will. But we do want to note that the layout of her apartment is an important part of
the investigation.
This investigation. So to not know the layout of her apartment, for it to be completely wiped clean, really changes things. It's problematic.
It's problematic, without a doubt. I think even more problematic was the fact that they released the search warrant details on the day of Botham's funeral.
Absolutely.
Where they were trying to criminalize him for...
What was it? 10 grams of weed?
10 grams of marijuana.
2 bullet casings, a police vest, and a police backpack.
Yes, which for me, you know, just being the level-headed American that I am.
Well, I'll see.
All that tells me is that Amber was in Botham's apartment, shot 2 times, had a vest and a backpack because she just got off of work. The fact that they didn't identify the fact that that was her belongings made it seem as if Botham
just had those casually in his apartment.
Some kind of police-hating, bullet case holding, marijuana smoking criminal.
But one of the biggest problems is the long-standing history of the American police force getting ahead of media.
Yes,
So the police force in America has a long history of understanding what public relations is, long before we even had a name for what it was. You know, going all the way back to labor unions, and they putting out articles about how labor unions are corrupt and the police are doing their job.
Facts.
So our job as Americans are to hold our civil servants accountable.
Without a doubt.
So yes, I appreciate you for risking your life, right? And going out every day and almost dying. But you have a responsibility when you have a loaded gun. When you're walking around with a loaded weapon in your pocket, you do not get to have the same leeway that I do. It just doesn't work that way.
Posting on your social media about if it's a good day because I didn't have to kill anyone.
That's problematic. You're a cop. If a teacher joked about that,
oh my God,
it would be problematic.
She'd be blackballed. She'd never get a job in that state, county, town ever again.
Well, I wouldn't want somebody teaching my kids talking about, joking about shooting somebody.
In the same way, I wouldn't want a police officer in my town putting things on social media about it was a good day because they didn't have to kill anyone.
Absolutely. So, we can't allow, people to get away with not doing their jobs. We have to hold people accountable. And one of the really cool ways of doing that is the American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU. Has a
the
really
Mobile Justice Act.
The Mobile Justice
Act. Yeah. The good thing about the Mobile Justice Act is that you don't have to worry. Say you're in like some sort of a pickle, a little jam with the law enforcement or whomever, any kind of state official, and you're figuring out whether or not you can send it. As soon as you stop recording, you get your finger off that record button, it updates automatically to the cloud.
The ACLU cloud picks that video
straight
right away. And not to say that it's going to make a difference or it would have been the difference between Botham's life, ending or not. But at the end of the day, we would have a second side of the story.
Yeah, we'd have Botham's side, really.
Yes. So I recommend downloading it. And really, anytime, and not to, once again, I know plenty of people who are police officers, state troopers, who are good, hard-working people. Do not misconstrue what I'm saying. But we have to hold bad apples accountable. We have to hold people who are not doing their job accountable. So even if it is just Johnny Feelgood doing his job, whip out the camera and record him, because if he's doing his job the right way, he has nothing to worry about.
Exactly. And I think what's important also is that there was a lot of pressure on the Dallas police force to fire Amber Geiger from the civilians, from us, from the media, whomever. I think it's very important that we stay on top of these things and fighting for things that's important. That's the difference between a known killer to be having a job, potentially cashing a paycheck, when there's other innocent people who are jailed and locked away and sitting there where she's roaming free. So,
while she was in jail for 5 minutes, there's peaceful protesters who have spent more time in jail for peacefully protesting their constitutional right for civil disobedience. They're spending more time in jail than Amber Geiger.
But I think it's important, though, as this case continues, let's take this small victory. Amber does not have a job, but
with the Dallas Police Force.
With the Dallas Police Force, let's just pay attention to all the facts and not focus on the media speculation. Nothing about that search warrant has anything to do with anything. And the criminalization of Botham on the day that he was going to be laid to rest is very unfortunate and ridiculous. There's only one fact here: Amber went into Botham's apartment and shot and killed him. That's it.
And I just want to throw this on there. We're still waiting on the toxicology report from both Amber and Botham. So we don't really know the state that either of them were in that night. So to say that Amber was drunk or was not drunk is really hearsay. So until we have any more facts, we're going to leave you with that.
Yep. And we'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. Till next time, guys.
Bye.